I think for me, probably the biggest student win that I had when I was an officer was getting £50,000 from the Welsh Government directly to the Students' Union to look at student mental health. Student mental health has been a priority for me since I was campus president back in 2018, and it's still a priority for me now as NUS Wales president.
I think the biggest student win that we had when I was in office was probably to do with student mental health. So we did a lot of work on this for the 2 years that I was an officer. We did a lot of work on counselling times across campuses, making sure that students in our Cardiff, London and Birmingham sites had access to mental health support, and then getting the university to pay the cost for Big White Wall, which is the online platform you can use to track and understand your mental health better and access support 24/7. So we did quite a lot, but I think the thing that sticks out for me the most, and the thing that I'm probably proudest of from when I was at the SU, was a project we did with other students' unions across Wales. So we did a project with Swansea University Students' Union, obviously our neighbours, and it was great to work with them. And between the two of us and the two universities, so Trinity and Swansea, we wrote a bid for about £500,000 of funding from the Welsh Government to try and combat student mental health. We split that half and half, so Trinity had about £250,000 and Swansea had the same. And then both of the students' unions got £50,000 out of that to invest in student-led mental health activities. And so I think one of the things that I was really a firm believer in, and still am, is that students are the masters of their own fate. They know what they want, and they know how to best support themselves. And so that £50,000 was for students to invest in all the stuff that they thought would be the most helpful for them in terms of their own mental health, because we all know that it's a real problem. It still is. It hasn't gone away, and it's been a problem for a long time. But yeah, I think it just goes to show that, again, with some preparation and when you work together with other people, in our case, the university and our neighbours in Swansea, that you can really do some massive changes, and you can make life better for a lot of people. I think £50,000 goes quite a long way to students when they know how they're going to spend the money and what they want to spend it on and what's best to support them. So yeah, I think that's the best achievement and the best student win that we had when I was in office.
In terms of big students' wins, I'm really still proud about the fact that we achieved securing washing machines. It was something that was on my manifesto. I was so excited to be able to get brand new washing machines all across our campus. Might be time for some new ones, but that was something I'm really, really proud of. Also, our 0% harassment strategy. We worked with student unions across Wales on that, and I ended up delivering evidence in the Welsh Parliament.